Hey guys, it's Rabbit here, and we are live on Twitch and YouTube with this series of Flash versus the World. Yes, the best to ever play the game. He is back. He is playing on the ladder, and he is playing against the entire world. Everybody wants a piece of Flash. And initially I thought he was playing random, but I have done so many replays now, and I've seen the way that his opponents are opening. And there's no ways that he is random. So he's choosing to play Zerg sometimes, and he's choosing to play Terran sometimes. So here he is loaded up in the red on the top right of Polypoid as Zerg, and he is playing against a Terran under the Smurf name Famous to brackets whites. So we're going to see a supply depot here. Again, proof that he's not spawning as random. You don't do this against Protoss, you don't do this against Terran, you only do this against Zerg. So you create the wall, the barracks goes here, the other depot goes here, and then you don't really need a bunker. You can build the bunker a little bit later on. It's unique to this spawning position on Polypoid. I think I've mentioned that in past casts, but nonetheless, so Flash deciding to come back, and he's played almost as many games as Zerg, as Terran. He's kind of split it pretty close to 50-50. There's not really that many Terran games of his, or as many as you would expect in the growing replay pack. But yeah, man, I'm gonna have tons of his games available on the channel. We've been on Twitch for a couple of hours already, going through some games and commentating and building up some little mini series and things like that. And we're going to continue to do it because it's fun. I like doing things that are fun. Because our drone is going every freaking which way. So we're sending out very similar to like a Protoss scouting pattern where you open and send your drones out to confirm, okay, so it's not close position, cool, let's go home. He is going to find him here and go, oh, okay, so this is the bog standard Terran wall position. So there's the other depot. And then what does happen if you're Protoss and nobody else is that the Marines pop out on the wrong side of the barracks. Okay, so we are getting up. He loves to do this. He loves to do this. So I've done a few Zerg versus Terran. His Zerg is incredibly aggressive from a macro point of view. He just loves to make hatcheries. This again is 3 hatches before spawning pool. Kids, do not try this at home. This is very, 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 very risky. And the painful thing, although our Terran is getting his command center up nice and fast, the painful thing for you as Terran is what he likes to do as well is he likes to make this his lair, and he likes to put his tech over here. So let's see if he does that again in this game. So when you scan as Terran, and you see, but hang on, I don't see your technology. Are you going mutas or are you going hydras? You just don't know. So he's blocked the SCV from getting in here. So the SCV is still scouting around. I think the most sensible thing for us to do watching this game for now is actually just to keep an eye on what this SCV gets to see. Because it really is quite telling. So you can tell. I think if you're the Terran player here, you've got to be suspicious. Like in a regular game, what is there to block you seeing, right? Do you want to see the layer timing? Okay, maybe you want to show them the layer timing, or maybe you don't want them to see the layer timing. Who knows? Meanwhile, behind this, the Terran is building a factory, so he looks like we're going to get a meching Terran. So this is really going to be quite a spicy meatball. This SCV is going to die. Oh no! All right, so down comes a few lings, and there it is. There it is. So as I said, he builds the layer here, and he builds the tech here. So this may play beautifully into Flash's hands without him realizing it, because if he sends his units here, or look, if we look at this, now there's no second gas, so that will come soon if it's going to be a very meching Terran, but he's got this Overlord in a perfect position to see some Marines. However, he also sees that the barracks is not blinking, and that's got to probably be a sign that there's something up, and we know what's up. The starport is coming in, and the armory is coming in. So this is a Vulk build. Oh, wow. Spicy, spicy, spicy. Something exciting to look forward to. All right, so what is he building? So he's going Hydra. Okay, so he's done this build twice. I've cast a game of his earlier today on the session where he puts the Hydralisk Den here. He goes Quick Lurkers. And that is really a very, very cool thing to do, because it surprises a lot of players who do not scout it. Here's a proxy factory though. So this game is like shenanigans central here. We've got a sort of a hidden base with hidden tech from the Zerg. We've got a hidden factory. I think he's going to do speed. Okay, so he's going to try and drop some speed vultures. How does he get the dropship out without being seen by an overlord? That is what I am wondering now. I think that's very, very spicy. Okay, so they're in the bunker. Once this barracks lifts, everybody can get out. Otherwise, this is just tight. You can do nothing here. Absolutely wasting your time. So the vultures are ready to roll. The dropship, however, is not. He's building turrets. He's building turrets. He thinks this is mutas. Oh no, this is going to be very, very interesting. Here come the vultures though. So he's just going to try and do a run by here. Flash's reactions are really fast though, so he blocks the ramp. But now these vultures are going to be able to kill heaps and heaps and heaps of drones. This is pain. Lots and lots and lots of pain. He's got only a handful of lings that can basically do nothing. So yes, he's going to shut down all mining here, and that's about that. This is really lousy. He has to show his hand. He has to show these lurkers now and reveal the secret. Meanwhile, I have not seen if our dropship has gotten out of here. A Valkyrie's on the way. Where the hell's our dropship? Dropship, where are you? I think he's changed his mind. So it wasn't a drop. It was just to try and hide the vultures. Okay, so it worked. I don't know how he tidied the vultures up. It looks like the vultures just left. Ah, the hydras showed themselves. Okay, so the truth has been revealed. The hydras have been shown. The overlord has been wrecked by the Vulks. So the Vulks have been shown. So everybody's taken their pants down and shown the other one what they got. And on we go to, oh my gosh, look at the hive timing on this. This is absolutely crazy. So this build just skips Spire entirely. He builds a Queen's Nest and that's it. He does not make a Spire. He does in the late game maybe make a Spire. But for now, and our Terran is just laying mines and looking around. Lurkers are going in to fortify bases. I think Terran wanting to go mech here. And it isn't mech, it's a fast Vulk. So it's actually a bio Vulk build. I think this Light invented this build. It kills a lot of overlords. And if you don't make a Spire, how do you beat the Vulks? With Hydralisks? Probably. But if you've got Hydralisks, how are you going to fight against the Marines and Medics and Firebats? That's probably the Lurkers. So it's going to be interesting to see how the compositions in this match shape up. We just did a drop. I heard the sound. Here it is. Dead drone. Dead drone. Dead drone. Laser mine. Oh, the mine didn't play. That was good. Okay, so he did a good job there because the Overlord detected it. But another heap of drone kills. This game has just been absolute freaking chaos right from the beginning. So one lurker is in play here, able to do some damage, able to get stuff done. Oh, okay, so he does clean up those vultures with lings. He does make a Spire, does have a Defiler Mount, does have a Nidus to reinforce. Where the hell? Where's the other side of the Nidus? Oh, there it is. Okay. So he's able to sneak his units out without being seen to be sneaking his units out. The dropship is here. Hasn't scouted this proxy factory yet. Oh my gosh, here comes the Terran. With his Bio Ball, Marine Medics, what's his upgrades? 0-0, wow, okay. 1-1 should kick in pretty soon. He's probably going to stem up. He's got to face what looks like 3, maybe 2. 2 or 3. lurkers. I don't like this. With the sunken. Ah, new plan. New plan. Drop. Oh, there goes the Scourge. Bye, Scourge. The Lings are there, but I don't think you should really worry about that. Sending out some Volks to maybe go and hunt for Overlords. These Volks are going to see what's going on in this base. So they're not going to see these lurkers because they're burrowed. But he's going to see the hive. He's going to see all the tech. He's going to go, ah, so this is where you built your base, is it? Okay, very nice. So this is kind of a soft contain. Early warning. I hear drops. Slow drops? Are we going slow overlords? Where's the slow overlords? No, man. It was the Nidus. The Nidus makes the same noise as the Sax. Anyway, we are trying to establish another base here as Flash. And as Terran, we are trying to stop that from happening. I'm feeling like the Terran is wanting to tee up a big attack here, but the supplies are even. I honestly don't know how Flash does. Well, I do. He takes 3 bases before freaking spawning pool, so his macro is just so strong. But it's insane how hard it is for the Terran to get their supply ahead. Trying to set up a third here. I think if Flash gets a whiff of this, there will be some Lings incoming. He has to have some Scourge around here to spot. Are these Scourge going to fly over and see this? No. That's going to be out of range. They've got terrible sight because they're blind. Alright, so. This is so many lurkers, man. And there's a Defiler right here. Probably just going to radiate, though. Okay, so, well. Double Dark Swarm with a noise, which is a great noise, I think. Oh man, this music is so relaxing. I hear seagulls in the background. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, so they're being chowed. All these mines are going to get tripped. You know, that's fine. You don't mind trading the Lings for the mines. It's the valuable units like the Ultras and the things that you're planning to make a bit later. You see he's doing improved Ultras armor. So he's planning to make Ultras. So you don't want those to die to mines. You don't mind if Lings do though. Here's a wow. If because of the colors, I actually thought they were hallucinated, and then I was like, oh wait, no, you can't do that in this match. Okay, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. You don't want to be spotted. Oh my god, the plague goo. And that's a dead science vessel. So the vessels are the dropships are picking up plagued infantry units. And the Defilers here are kind of just waiting for this. So there they go. They're going to be very, very easy to pick off. And it felt like more units should have come out of there than actually did. I think Zerg is going to tidy this up. It's very hard to tell underneath this what's really happening. Okay, so there are some Terran units that have gotten away. Lurker though, the ultimate equalizer, does burrow in time. Good scan, decent spread, kills it pretty fast. Oh, here's another couple though. Okay, so these lurkers are going to tidy this up without too much of a headache. And yeah, look, again, Flash is ahead on supply, he's ahead on workers, he's ahead on bases. He's having a good day. And no matter how hard this Terran tries to change that, it just feels like there's just too much Zerg. I love that noise. Okay. We now know why Marine beats one Zergling. That's cool. Fair enough. Here comes some more. The overlords are here to spot. Drop, 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 drop. Cracklings tidying up the Marines. I can understand why this Terran is going with the drop, because I mean, just walking into the front door here. Oh my god, look at all this blood. Bleh. Just trying to walk into the front door of the Terran when there was a big lurker field here. Probably more daunting, but he's shown his hand, right? He's shown that this is his plan. So Flash is putting his units here. He's preparing for this. He's got the Nidus. He can reinforce from 2 sides. I don't think it's possible to do that. So maybe the other option is to try and take some more bases and force the Zerg to come to him. But that being said, Zerg just gets too strong. Flash does sometimes show that he's not a seasoned Zerg player because he does get to float a couple of thousand minerals relatively frequently. I've seen that in at least 2 or 3 of the Zerg games of his that I've cast. If you see a seasoned Zerg like Lava or Jaedong or whatever, they never float money. So he does have a few macro and knowing how many hatches he needs exactly when he needs them challenges that he probably needs to still pick up on those nuances when he's sort of getting back into the groove of playing a race that he didn't play as a primary race for, or ever actually. He did play random, and now he seems to just be picking Zerg and picking Terran as and when he feels like playing them. Again, more Plague-oo! Very nice Plague-oo. 170 plays 143. I think what we can expect in the not too distant future is Ultras to enter the fray. Still just links. 5 Ultras are in production. So we'll see them come out of one side or the other. Another hatchery being taken up here. Terran has stayed on 3 bases. He's just taking a 4th now, but I think it's just going to be too late. Not quite enough reinforcement power there at all. Here they come from all angles and all dangles. Nice irradiates. But the Plague, though, really weakens these units. I don't think he's going to be able to finish them off. In fact, he GG's. Wow, man. Flash is really showing himself to be a scary, strong Zerg. It's how he goes against Protoss, playing Terran. So I've got another little quick sneaky twofer for you. Let's hop into that game. Alright, so we are still carrying on with our World versus Flash series, and this time Flash has chosen to play Terran, and he is playing against a Protoss Fox CP3. I've got no idea who this is. We're on Silphid, as I've said. We are following Flash's return to the game of Broodwar. We're gauging how he's improving, we're gauging how often he's winning. And yeah, we're just having a good time, man. Yeah, we're live here on Twitch and on YouTube. This is probably going to be the style of the channel going forward, so you're always going to see my face. Hi! And I'm always just going to be super chilled, playing some music in the background, watching some games, and calling some comments. So, you know, I think for now, the world is just super interested in the return of Flash, so that's really going to be the player that we follow, but there's tons of other pros that we really enjoy watching, you know, Snow being my favorite, so we can certainly go back to and have some days where we cast other players, so let me know who you'd like me to cast when all the hype and fuss about Flash eventually kind of dies down. Okay, so we are sending out our probe on Gateway. It's probably a little bit early. You tend to scout on Cybernetics Core, or even 14 Pylon, or even if you're trying to be super economical when you drop your Nexus. So scouting a little bit earlier on Silphid does seem to show some sort of intent from our Protoss player. Let's see what he's planning to do. Sees the racks on the low ground, very typical of Flash. Tries to always get a quick expansion up, tries to always be economically aggressive. He's one of the most economically aggressive players I've ever cast, and just consistently so. Like, that really just is his style of play. Alright, so gas is on the way, so there's no chance of you stealing any gas. A mana pylon. Okay, and he has trapped exactly 0 SCVs, so I don't know what the mana pylon is supposed to achieve. I am left wondering. Perhaps it's just to preoccupy the Marines while the Zealot comes across the map. Problem is there's no Zealot coming across the map. There he is. Okay, so he is there. Alrighty, Mr. Zealot. Does the mana pylon help you in any way? I don't know. The mana pylon wasn't cancelled. Against Terran in particular, I have my doubts about mana pylons, guys. I really do. Like, what? What does it do? Tell me. I want to know. Alright, so what it does do is Bob the Zealot has come up here and gotten in. Okay, so that's a nice little bit of micro going behind there. Here comes the factory, so that's all normal. Right. And this is just about dead. And no Marines got really blocked from mining anything, so he's got 3 Marines. His next unit that he's sending across the map is nothing. So he's making a Dragoon, he's getting range. Looks like a 27 expansion, or that's what he's building up for. So I question what this achieved. I really do. You spend 100 minerals on a pylon that you then lost. I don't think you delayed much mining. You didn't delay the factory. And you probably really didn't delay the command center, although he would have built his command center before the factory without the harassment, but you don't have a nexus. So, I mean, okay, your nexus starts at the same time as his command center. So, I like his position, Terran, here in this case. We've got similar work accounts. You know, as Protoss, your whole idea is to pull ahead and stay ahead. And so far, that has not happened. We have 1 goon. Hello, Mr. Goon, and we have 2 goons. So we may send our goons across the map now, knowing that the factory timing was slightly later, although a vulture could very easily slip onto the map. 1 is in fact on the way, along with mines. So do we send... Oh, we're sending our Marines across the map. What's going on here? What are we doing? What are we... Okay, well, they're no threat to these 2 Dragoons, especially when the range kicks in. This is a very fast citadel. Okay. Looks like we're going to try and do a quick DT to see if Flash has ensured he has detection. There is that citadel. Range still on the way. Second gateway on the way. Nexus on the way. Here comes a vulture in a roundabout type manner. Another vulture laying some mines. So just getting... this is just very standard. The problem is if Terran goes mines, your DTs can just walk straight into a mine. So here it does come the Temple Archive. So it is going to be a DT rush of some kind. The question we got to ask ourselves, of course, is what is he going to do to see these mines? No Robo in sight. Robo does not seem to be the plan. Okay, so we just take a nice thick mine hit to the skull. And we take a 3rd. So I'm not understanding the rush. So we are skipping Robo, but we're not rushing DTs. Ah, here come the DTs. Okay. Question I'm asking myself is, are you expecting to walk these DTs up the ramp? Sorry, 1 second. I just had to paused it. So are we expecting to walk our way towards these... the main base of Flash? Or what are we going to try and do with these DTs? Scanners coming in as well, so that's going to make them less effective. Do we have an eBay? No. I guess do we really need one now? Probably not. It is a very fast academy. Oh, wow. How? How did they walk there and avoid tripping that mine? That is so lucky. And you got to admit, though, he did go and bomb the mines here with these goons. He's taken a 3rd, so you're not really going to... don't tell me he's going to get this lucky. Oh, he's not. Oh, so he must have heard the noise. He must have heard the noise. He's got to get the scanner ready. The scanner's going to have a scan. We're going to keep it up. He's got 75. If he knows to time the scan, he should see the blur. He should see the blur. Scan. Oh, so he loses the tank without scanning. He does split them up. There's plenty of units here, though, and he's got double scanners. This really shouldn't be a problem. Oh, no, he's pulling units. He does scan. Okay, so he's killed that one. And scan! Scan! You got 2 scans! Okay, so that's that. What is all the fuss about? Here comes the DTs. Didn't do the damage he was hoping to do. And he's going to take a 4th base behind this, is he? Oh no, he's got siege mode. What is this Protoss doing? Sending units into his base here, I think just to, I mean, he's going up to, he's making 4 factories at a time, so he's going up to 7 factories here. So Flash is angry, man. He's just angry. He's like, nope, tired of you and your stupid DT crap. I'm gonna come across the map and squish your stupid Protoss face. Probe's just chilling here, in perfect line of this mine. And yeah, man, let's go. I reckon Flash is going to... He's got 2 shops, so he can make 2 tanks at a time, and he's just going to make a whole heap of vultures. Let's go. 4 goons here. 6 goons here, so 10 in total. A couple more along the way. So is he going to gear up to push? We don't have an observer. We have one now. Well, at least we have the means to... We're making a shuttle out of our... Okay, there comes our observer. Your nice 9-minute and 30-second observer going in to have a look at what's happening in the base. Alright, so here comes our Terran. He does flank here though. He doesn't need to siege up. I don't think you really want to siege up though. I just don't think he has enough Dragoons. There's a mine which could theoretically be dragged, I suppose. He's killed all his goons. That's going to be the end of it. So a very, very, very strange game from Protoss here. I don't think it was much a case of Protoss winning it. Much a case of Flash winning it as it was Protoss losing it. Just an absolutely rubbish build. Skipping Robo. Trying to do a very, very delayed sneaky DT. Which Flash was able to hold with very regular scanner timings, by the way. So just an all-round bizarre game. And yeah, I think Flash gave this guy a very, very solid hiding. I don't even know why he's still in the game. But he should be exiting or GGing momentarily as Flash sieges up on his front doorstep. Okay, so not the most exciting one, but if Protoss does do stupid crap to Flash, Flash is just going to give him an absolute smack. Alright, so that is the end of that one.